But
in
the
at
session
19.
is starting, and now we just wait for the lights and the cars to go off. And away we go at Interlagos. Bartikal and Adi picking up pace right away. I think
We've got
Adi,
an Alpha diving down the
yeah,
inside,
no,
too.
but there was almost an overtake, but Bartikal maintains his position.
Oh, we've got an Alpha speeding into the
We've
wall.
got
It's
a
an Alpha.
retirement. We've got a retirement. Who was that?
That was
That
Sebi
was-
in the Alfa Romeo.
That was Sebi in the Alpha. Oh no, he's still alive. That's good. That's good. Oh boy.
Just a little too much throttle on perhaps slightly cold tires as we
the
have,
Red Bulls run wide,
Bartikal
and that's
concede to Addy and the Williams, and the Williams is in the wall there. Might have been some contact between those two on exit from turn number 4.
Yeah, those guys got to be careful. There's no formation lap. There's no heat in those tires. So, yeah, you got to sort of pace yourself and, like, warm up into it. Maybe push throughout the first corner, but just, like, do just what's needed to maintain your position. And then second lap onwards, just that's when you want to go all out. But, yeah, we see either overtakes or just guys losing positions due to, yeah, we see top-tier noob wobbling a little bit. Now he's in 15th position. Yeah, a lot of mistakes going on here, so
We've
yeah,
got
just be careful, guys.
We've got Shonen in 6th, who started on mediums, gaining 3 positions off the line into 6th place, only half a second behind the train of cars in front of him. So that's exactly the kind of start he would have wanted to make the most out of his race strategy. Very good effort by him on the start. And in the back, Turkey gaining 4 positions as well, and Atario Nevo, forgive me, up 4 positions from a starting grid as well. So some drivers making a lot of gains from the mistakes we saw from the front runners in the first couple of corners.
Certainly, Shonen took care. He was being careful, and now his medium tire strategy might pay off provided he can keep pace. And now there's a battle between the racing points for 4th and 3rd. I think Vlad Red just passed Sam Cap J. It might actually be a battle for 1st, depending on if the racing points can catch up to the McLaren of Conti and the Red Bull of Bartikal. 4-way battle, guys. Let's see what comes out of it.
Yep,
That's
Addy,
right.
Addy who
Go-
dropped back 6 positions from the start there, just regained another position. But obviously he did not like that race start. But it's still only lap 12:36. It looks like Hannah is going to make a move on the leader, and he does. Is that going to get? That means McLaren past the Red Bull.
There we
Vlad
go.
Red is
Yeah,
going to look to
let's see.
take advantage of these cars fighting right now as Bartikal gets a really, really bad exit from
Yes.
Estucena. And DRS is already open. We are on lap 3, and the Force India is going to launch and move down the inside. Is he going to be able to make that corner? Just squeezing the Red Bull, but making it work. And that is Vlad Red up into P2.
In the meantime, Sam is starting to slip away from the top 3, but 4th position isn't bad. Racing Point is still in position to get a lot of points, but now there's just a 2-way battle between Bartikal and Vlad Red. They are just swapping 2nd and 3rd right now. This is great stuff. This is the racing that we want to see in late night racing. I hope you guys are enjoying this.
It is so exciting. And Bartikal down in 4th now, losing out to the Racing Point of Sam Capjay, launching a counterattack into turn 4.
Three-way.
Sandwich. The Haas of Shonen going wide.
Oh, there's a Ferrari. That's Baltas is off. Ferrari, the Baltas like suffered big time. He's completely destroyed that Ferrari. He is out of the race. That's sad for him. There was great battling here. 3 into 1 corner was not going to work, especially in the really
we
small.
have a safety car.
There it is. So Baltas, unfortunately, from that spin or the collision, that 3-way battle that they were having has cost him. And that will bring out the safety car. So all that work, too, that our leader has done, a 2.3-second gap, is now 0. Now,
And this
boxing.
makes you wonder how the pit strategy is going to go.
Yep, they're
I feel
approaching
like a lot of the soft tire users are going to go out. I don't know if they're going to switch to a hard right away, but but if it does and they don't stop again for the rest of the race, it calls into question the strategy that Shonen had in mind. And what Shonen?
Everybody
boxing.
is boxing from the lead. Look at this.
Everybody is boxing.
7th place, down to Shonen as well. He's also boxing.
Hard's going out to Hanti's car. Hard's on the race leader.
So that means
He's gonna try
Quad
to take
stayed
this
out. Quad stayed out there, and also the what is that? in the Mercedes there, P2. Can't pronounce his name actually.
Tyron Evo, yeah.
Oh, he's got fresh. How does he have fresh tires? Is that correct? No, it's not correct. The telemetry is not correct.
That can't be right. Yeah.
No, he's not. He actually has 6 laps. He's the same as the race leader right now, as well. Obviously, being on the mediums, as everybody boxed at the same time, and Sam as well in the pink Mercedes, shall we say? Safety car will be in this lap as they're all bunched up, and they're about to begin climbing up the hill. And our driver Quad in P1 at the moment, who still has to box, is now essentially becoming the safety car. He's slowing the pack up there. He's warming the heat into the tires. Should have, there we go. He's launched. He's gone. Now, he should be great start, actually, from him. Almost a second gap over P2. And we are racing again.
And we'll see if the big advantage of the soft runners is big enough. Top tier noob and Addy immediately take 6th and 7th. They might be racing each other, but before they worry about any of that, they're probably just going to see about taking positions further up the grid.
Shonen spun off. Shonen has spun off on exit from turn 3, making slight contact with the Red Bull of Simply Air. And
oh no! Now he's in 15th, dead last, and he doesn't have that good pace because of the tires. Oh, and top tier noob has retired as well. And
Williams too.
What happened? I didn't see that.
Yep.
It must have been. There's definitely a collision into the first third or fourth corner there in sector 2. Both of those cars are off, I believe.
But no safety car.
No safety car.
Down the home straight into the first corner as we thankfully
second place. And Hanty has overtaken Eteron Evo. As the battle for third has become a battle for second, Hanty was just slowly ganging up on the Mercedes, and the Mercedes has taken the position back. So are we going to see a lot more trades between these two? The position, but he's doing a really good job of maintaining these tires and driving defensively, holding his position as much as he legally can. But Vlad is going to try to take the position on the outside. Is he going to do it? No, they touch slightly, and Eteron Evo just escapes. We're seeing multiple 3-second penalties come from sort of abusing the track limits. There have been a lot for me to see, and I don't have track of the penalties, so
I'll be able to update you on the penalty information as we get further in the race. We're only lap 13 of 36, so we're about third way through.
Yep.
Still plenty of time, plenty of racing to go, and as you can see, got a lot of cars bunched up.
Driver, but anything can happen in these races.
Yep, Turkey's going to have a great run out of that corner there, and the Red Bull in front of him is Simply Air. All he has to do is get the slipstream, and he should be an easy pass for him as long as he can make it stick into the first corner, and he does.
But he walks up a little bit, but he keeps the position.
Yep, that is a position for him gain. He's up in the points, P9, showing us at the fastest lap. We have movement at the front.
Vlad Red and Eteron Evo have been at it for the last couple of corners right now, and Eteron Evo is trying to use that very low rear grip of the hards on Vlad Red's car to get that better corner exit, as those hards are still yet to kind of come into their proper operating window, and he's trying to use that as a way to combat Vlad, but Vlad launched an absolute assault into turn number 4 and has come out side by side and ultimately up with the second position. Really good moves from him.
Shonen getting closer. He's going to want to overtake at the DRS zone, and that looks like it's what he's going to do. Hugging the inside, inching forward. All he has to do is outbrake now, and he does it.
Or does he?
Gives him room, but he takes it back. It was a strategic move, and now they're trading. They're trading like the NASDAQ right now. Shonen still staying on the inside, but Turkey's holding on.
Shonen's running really, really low on overtake right now as they go side by side into turn number 4, and Shonen almost losing his car, but just barely coming out on top of that position. 8% left of his battery, and you can imagine if Turkey can hang on during the second sector, I don't know what Shonen's going to have to defend with on the following straights.
Shonen's going to want to charge his battery right now, but it looks like he's escaping. He's got the good pace, and now he's going to want to go for the 7th place of Replica.
Let's have a look at, so we get on board there too, as Hanty in P5. He's going to be out the back straight there. He's going to have the DRS run. El Jefe is ahead of him. What can the McLaren driver do? He's going to have the slipstream. He's going to have the DRS. Diving up on the inside. He's going to make it look easy. He's definitely going to have the slipstream.
Space.
Exactly.
So
and
much space
should
for
be
him.
able to hold that position there. I don't think El Jefe can do much about that, depending on how much ERS he's saved.
Keeping an eye on the mid-pack right now, I can see Shonen starting to make slight but definite gains as El Jefe has retired from the session. There he is. His car stranded in the second last corner on the outside there. I wonder if that was an incident as we have a safety car coming out. This is going to trigger some pit stops, you think.
This is going to work great. Where are the leaders right now? Yeah, they got a chance to box at the last possible minute, or did Quad go past the box? I believe Quad did.
Quad went past,
he just missed it. Yes, same with Vlad. But everybody else took the opportunity and dived in the pits at the last possible minute. That's going to work very well for them.
Terra Nevo and Hanti going for soft. Are those going to last?
For 16 laps, that is ambitious.
Well, probably about 14 laps, really, because you're going to have 2 laps on the safety car at least, and then lighter fuel load as well. Should take it a little bit easier on the tyres. Track temperature is 33. It's warmed up a little bit on lap 22 or 36. Turkey gets a time penalty for a collision. Oh, that's not good under the safety car. So that's going to compromise him a little bit. He's running in P8. He now has 3 seconds of time penalties. Oh, another time penalty. 5-second time penalty there as well. So,
there's carbon fiber flying from those cars. And it looks like Bartikal has damage to his front left end plate. That's significant.
Safety car will be in this lap as expected. Let's see what Quad and Vlad can do with that great strategy call. How well it's going to play into there. He's showing 22 laps there for ETA there in P3. But he's
and
actually
Turkey retires
on fresh tires
what
as
happened
well.
There?
And the leader's off. There's Quad. He's gone. He's going to be crossing the line there. Great launch too from Vlad. He couldn't even put pressure on him in the first corner. Got the slipstream there.
This is going to be a great battle. Oh, and Simply Air retires as well. What? This is chaos.
Let's hope there's no connection glitch there. It looks like
yellow flag hits sectors 1 and 3. So
looks like Hanti's going to be putting a position on P3 there.
Hanti collides with the Terra Nova.
Oh yes,
and
there's a Mercedes off.
Spun across the track.
Oh, that's dropped him all the way back. He's going to be plump last right now. We are showing yellows.
That was just the slightest tap too in the middle of the corner, but that just enough to upset the balance of the car that is already on the edge. Sees Itairo Nevo down to 9th place.
That's Sam up into P3, and that's the racing point. Doing very good. P2, P3. But Vlad, look at him all over the back of Quad right now. Quad's going to have to go super defensive into these last couple of corners here. Down here, This is the one. Heavy braking here under the left corner and get maximum speed out of there because you've got to go down the straight. There's a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car.
Let's give a little bit of breathing space for Quad now because he didn't have to have that pressure from Vlad. Obviously, no DRS yet as well, and that DRS will then be delayed.
And all the while, Quad is going to want to try to pick up the pace, as he does with that fastest lap, and just make sure that Vlad doesn't have any opportunity to steal his position from under him.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's going to make a room on him now in the DRS zone. He's going to try to go on the outside here. Can he make the traction? Both of them the same tyres. They're 4-lap old softs. Nothing between these guys. Equal cars, equal tyres. It's all going to come down to driver skill right now. Where can you make it move? What do you guys suggest? What can he do? How can Vlad get past Quad? What can Quad do to defend?
Well, Vlad is going to have to be better at braking. All the while, Quad is going to want to strategically position his car. After that first DRS zone, when Vlad was going to overtake, they were pretty close in, but then Quad sort of closed the door on him without necessarily taking him out. And if Vlad is going to continue to just like keep making attempts like that at him and just keep maintaining his pace, all that Quad can really do is just put himself in a position and make it.
All right, sorry to interrupt you there. Sorry to interrupt you. Looks like Shonen's going to make a move there on Sam, and he has P4. Great exit out of the final corner. Big lock up into the first. He had to brake later, but that is Shonen up into P4 as we resume. Sorry to cut you off there as Vlad's battle with Quad and kind of back up this pack that you're seeing right now with Vlad and Hanti, and Shonen's gaining on that pack as well on the medium compounds. Totally keeping with the pace as well there. 109.5 from Shonen. on as we're on board with Hanty. He is a 109.4, but Hanty's just set the fastest lap. He's got to try and move on Vlad down the main straight. Vlad also has the DRS, so top speed advantage for both the drivers because they got the toe off quad. Will he make it stick? No, the racing line is still there. He's on the inside. He's got Vlad on the outside.
DRS, though. Yeah, I feel like resource management is going to be a really, really big part in the battle between Hanty and Vlad Red. I think this is less of a battle for pace, although pace is still important, but more of a battle for attrition.
It looks like
Shonen launching an attack. Forgive me for the interruption. Shonen launching an attack into the first corner, locking up ever so slightly on the inside, and Vlad hangs it around the next bend, but Shonen takes that position from him and up into third place with that wing open.
Shonen still got DRS. He's got slightly more ERS than Vlad as well. He's going to want to charge up if he wants to battle for Hanty. Hanty seems to be having tire trouble as well. So, yeah, Shonen's got the penalty, but you never know. Something could happen in the next few laps. He could pick up some pace, but yeah, we'll just have to see. The overtake will at least make him feel really nice inside. Ooh, and Shonen cleanly makes that corner, locks up a little bit, but it looks like
Really
he's gaining
good
on
corner.
Hanty.
He just did him right before the
DRS.
Right, wow.
And
Very impressive.
I doubt he's going to get 6 seconds on Hanty, but that overtake must have felt great.
he's going to take the leader as well. And that's quad.
And
is...
it
Oh!
is
Quad helping out his,
Hanty
no, I thought he was just helping out his teammate, but he's crashed.
That's quad off.
That's got to be devastating.
Contact between Hanty and Quadis. Quad was moving quite a lot slower, rejoining onto the racing line, and Hanty unable to break in time, making contact with the car in front, and Hanty losing the right end plate of his front wing.
Sam.
Vlad needs to get past Hanty, but he also has to get a 6-second lap. But it's mainly whether or not we can see. It's 2 seconds already now. Shonen has got over Hanty. 2.3. Look at this. 2.4.
Vlad dives the inside on Hanty, and Vlad suffers a spin in the second sector. That's going to slow Hanty down even more. 3 seconds between him and Shonen now.
We're running out of time. This is going to end up like the 2008 championship for Lewis Hamilton. In these last final corners, what can Shonen pull off? 3.2 now. But we're going to run out of time as they're coming around the final corners here. Down the main straight, I think Hanty is definitely still going to have to win this race. After all that pressure, even though Shonen will cross the line first, Hanty will be the net winner. And how is that for a race? Look at that.
And we'll see if Sam can take it on Vlad with his penalties. Nope. So, yeah, that's your top three. Hanty in first, Shonen second, Vlad Red third.
I have to tell you guys, it is so amazing to see such hard racing for the very top spots in the race. Our race leaders really put out a show today.
Quad in fifth could have done better had he not spun. Then Replica. Then Ascendancy, Terra Nevo, Barticle. Barticle actually taking 8th, probably because of penalties.
Yeah, Barticle did not have a great race.
Eventually take 10th.
Yep. So everybody finishes, gets points. That's good, but what an exciting end to the race there. So
definitely.
These guys.
What do you guys make? What do you guys make of that?
Says who driver of the day is. They choose Shonen, and I'm inclined to agree. He had an interesting strategy that would have been cool to see go to the end. With the mediums, and he was able to pick up pace with those less viable tire compounds, even with all the bad luck that he went through. And I feel like the one other driver who would be in contention was Hanty, because he had blistering pace as well, but I don't know, if Shonen just had a little bit better luck and was able to not pick up penalties, he would have won this race for sure.
So there you have it. There's your positions. As you guys had mentioned, Shonen as well, just getting a penalty towards the end. That cost him the potential win, but what a great comeback there, starting on P9. So Hanty, obviously the Brazilian driver, great. Keeping it clean, no penalties. That's the reason why he won. Every other driver, all the way down to Replica there. Replica and himself were the only drivers without